What's up, YouTube? Daxdleader here with my next battle for the World Class Champions War, aka the WCCW, where this week you got me representing the CPL taking on WizardWarrior, aka CB, from the WCBL. Now, I've faced CB twice before, once in the CPL, where I think he won 4-0 because his team was just unorthodox in terms of the way he drafted, which I don't tend to do well against. I wasn't really able to predict his sets effectively, and like I just had a hard time anticipating what his win cone would be. I over-prepped for certain things anyway. And we also faced in the WCBL, but I won't spoil that right now because I'll be uploading it at a later date. So, you guys should, just by seeing these three teams right here, you should know my full squad. But I'll throw up CB's team right here, give you a second to look at that. But without further ado, let's go over the team I'm bringing. So one thing I wanted to focus on with this team was to make sure that nothing could lose to that Gothitelle. So I've got a offensive-ish, not even offensive, just fast Scizor with Bug Bite, Bullet Punch, Sword Stance, and Knock Off. Bug Bite is able to outspeed and OHKO Gothitelle actually, or either I OHKO or I can live any kind of like anything barring a Specs HP Fire or something. Then we've got Choice Banded Zygarde because very few teams have good 1000 Arrows switch-ins. Then we've got the Taunt Magma Storm Stealth Rock, Z Earth Power Heatran to catch his Tentacruel. Offensive Heatran here. We have two attacks, I mean like Bolt Beam Zapdos with Volt Switch and Defog. We have an Unaware Wish Stealth Rock Moonblast, Protect Clefable, Max Fizdef. Unaware gives me a much better matchup versus that Gothitelle. And finally, we have Specs Torrent Greninja with Spikes, 3 attacks, 2 water attacks actually because I only need Hydro Pump and Extra Sensory to hit his whole team. I believe his only water resists are Virizion and Tentacruel. I could be wrong about that. So Psychic typing hits those for some really nice damage. But with that out of the way, let's hop right into the game. So we can see that CB here brought the Tentacruel, Incineroar, Virizion, his own Clefable, Garchomp, and Gothitelle. And looking at this team, I believe I can see that his only hazard removal is the Tentacruel, and that Greninja outspeeds anything, so I'm pretty sure I just lead with that. No, I lead with the Zapdos because I can Volt Switch on anything. I'm not surprised to see the Incineroar lead. It beats a potential Clefable, beats a potential Scizor, and if it has Earthquake, it even beats Heatran, so I can't get Rocks up right away. Anyway, I'm pretty sure I'm faster than this. I'm just gonna... Oh. Alright, go hard Clef, lose the leftovers, that kinda sucks. As he goes Tentacruel, I'm just gonna Wish up and go hard into Greninja. This allows me to get a Spike up or just throw off a nice and powerful Extra Sensory, there you go. And now I'm gonna go into Clef knowing I can take any hit, but also on the double predicting something like his Incineroar. Because this thing can't really touch me, I'm probably just going to throw off another Wish. I Stealth Rock right here, that makes sense. Now this Gothitelle reveals Taunt, which is really annoying because that's actually going to mean that... actually, there's one other move that he needs in order to be able to 1v1 this Clef, and he's going to reveal it pretty soon. I'm gonna have to keep on throwing off Moonblasts to try to drop his special attack so that something can hopefully kill it later, or that he's not recovering enough with leftovers, but he reveals the rest right there. So unfortunately my Clefable's not going to be able to beat this. We're going to skip to turn 40, where basically, yeah, I run out of PP on my moves, and yeah, this Gothitelle is going to be able to defeat my Clefable, but I have Rocks up, and now I can safely bring in Scizor, go for the Bug Bite. Hope this is not Liquid Ooze. Thankfully, I Bug Bite and I take his Sugar Berry actually, which is really nice for me. And now I can go hard Zapdos, get a nice Volt Switch off, and this Gothitelle is no longer a problem. So I'm gonna go for a knockoff here, potentially predicting the Garchomp or the Tentacruel or even the Incineroar. Basically, I knew that I didn't need to go for a Bug right there. Any one of my attacks killed it. No, maybe not Bullet Punch, whatever. Zygarde can come in now and start throwing off some banded hits. But Tentacruel comes in right here, indicating that he's probably faster. He reveals the Icy Wind right there, nice play. As I'm going to start spiking up to hopefully wear this guy down. He reveals the HP Fire, so this Tentacruel has several attacks. And yeah, I misplay pretty hard right here, just over-predict a lot on these few turns. I take way more damage on Heatran than I need to. But eventually I'm able to bring out Grand and just throw off a Hydro Pump, which would have 2-hit KO'd the Verzion, I think, from this range, yeah. And takes out the Tentacruel. So, his Clefable comes in, allowing him to get Rocks, but Heatran's able to take care of that. I'm forced out by this Garchomp. I have to go Scizor. He Rock Slides, I live it, and I think I'm just going to sack off the Scizor right here. Get off some damage with the Bullet Punch as he Swords Dances, good play. But I still have, this reveals that he's not Scarf, so I can still throw off a Hydro Pump and pretty much clean up this game. Oh no, I go for the extra sensory actually. Yeah, a little over prediction on my part. Didn't have to do that. Unless I didn't know that the Verzion is not Scarfed by now. Anyway, Zygarde should be able to do it with the extreme speed right here, I think. And I think he actually should have gone into Garchomp a little bit earlier to get that rough skin damage off, because at this point Greninja is just going to be able to throw off multiple extra sensories and take the game. So that was pretty close. The yeah, here. Yeah, I said this earlier about he should have switched into the Garchomp. Anyway, this was closer than I would have liked. My Clef didn't 1v1 the Gardevoir, the Gothitelle, sorry, the way I wanted it to. But that's alright, we go undefeated in this league because our first win was a forfeit, and then we won our next 2 games. Unfortunately, my team does not make the playoffs. It's actually going to be Wildcard versus WCBL, I believe, in the finals. So, because I think it has a lot to do with some games not being played. But I, for one, have not lost a game in the World Class Champions War, so I'm pretty proud of that. I really like my team. It's basically a combination of a few OU teams I've used. If you're familiar with Smogon OU and have been following the metagame as of recently, you definitely recognize this. So, yep, if you guys want me to narrate some other games that I personally did not play in, please let me know. But until next time, I would really appreciate if you could retweet, leave a like, and maybe even subscribe. But I'll see you in the next video. So, later guys.